Hello, friends. It's Pierre. Doing another hard-hitting video that nobody watches, but like and subscribe below, and please share my videos, especially with respect to this one if you're concerned about election fraud. Now, right to it, last year, before President Trump and all of that stuff about election fraud, back in May 6, 2020, I filed at the U.S. District Court here in Indianapolis an elections fraud complaint against Myla Eldridge. It's Pullins versus Eldridge, and the case number is 120 CV 101311 JRS MJD. Mark J. Dinsmore is the magistrate, and I will think of the new judge's name in just a second. But any rate, they have it. It's down there, and it was filed last year on May the 5th. And basically, it says that from 2006 to 2018, the plaintiff believes and alleges that past clerks of the Marion County Clerk's Office and the present clerk, Myla Eldridge, has falsified the election result totals for the plaintiff, Pierre Pullins, and possibly other candidates. And I said, as of the filing of this complaint on 5/4/20, the 2006 election result totals have been removed from the Marion County Election Board's website. And Pullins believes that the election result totals for 2006 has been removed and was a result of elections fraud complaint filed with the board. The board never acknowledged the complaint, and basically Pullins believes that all clerks in Marion County, that would be Doris Ann Sadler, Beth White, and Myla Eldridge, falsified my election result totals, and like I said, others from 2006 to the time that I filed this complaint, which was last year in May of 2020. Now, as you know, in the interim, the President Trump said that he won the election and all of that, and there was this big thing about election fraud and all of that. But the president didn't have any evidence. Federal courts from one side of the country to the other side of the country have heard his complaints, and they have been dismissed. And we had that insurrection and all of that. But the president didn't have any evidence. Well, Pierre had evidence. And the evidence I have is can be seen on the election board's website. The 2006 election result totals that they finally put back up last year when I filed my complaint, they had been missing for 10 years. They were removed. Then when I go downtown and file my complaint, the next thing you know, they're trying to sneak the election result totals back up on the website. Can't do that. And then when they did put them up, they put them up in spreadsheet form that you can't make heads or tails out of them. Another interesting thing, friends, I asked for more time because the complaint that I filed that I just showed you was defective. And I realized that it was defective, but I was going through a lot of things. I was suing Walmart, and I just was overwhelmed. But at any rate, I had asked for an extension of time, okay? And the judge, the magistrate in my case, Mark J. Dinsmore, said, no, you're not getting any more time. to correct your complaint. And I wanted to sue her in her individual capacity and under 42 USC 1983, but I just didn't get it into the complaint. People say, well, you know, you should have a lawyer. Well, yeah, I should. I would like a lawyer, but they don't take on these types of cases because everything in Indianapolis is political. That's my opinion. But at any rate, notice the date here, 19 April 2021. Now, that date is significant for a reason. One, that was the date. First of all, it's the date of a good friend of mine, his birthday. And I'll leave his name out. But we know that April 19th is his birthday. But April 19th was also the date that the Derek Chauvin case was announced, the verdict in that trial. That was the date that the jury announced that he would be sentenced. And that's the date when he issued this ruling. Okay, so now I'm waiting for the judge in the case, and he's a Trump appointee, and I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name right now. It just escapes me. But at any rate, I'm waiting on him, and I've been waiting on him for since the state responded. The state responded to this complaint because I sued. The et al. Is also the state of Indiana and the Indiana Election Board and Commission. And the city attorneys, they responded, and they responded back in February. So they both responded back in February. So I've been waiting on the judge to issue his ruling, going on several months now. And when he finally issues that ruling, you will be the first to know. But I just want to, I'm gonna drop this on my friend who's known me since high school for 39 years, the Honorable Keith Graves, the Honorable City County Councilor Keith Graves. Y'all know about this? And what y'all gonna do about this? There's an election fraud complaint sitting down there in federal court that y'all should know about. And what are y'all gonna do about it? Because I'm not the only one that deserves some sort of compensation. And yeah, I deserve compensation because I believe, and I believe the evidence is there, she committed, along with past other clerks, they committed election fraud. And the election fraud is that they just simply miscounted my votes in order to discredit me and marginalize me. And I believe they did it to other people in other elections, but I was the main target. And this is an election fraud complaint that for some reason the judge is taking his time on issuing an order, and I don't know if he'll ever issue an order on this election fraud complaint, Pullins versus Eldridge, Myla Eldridge. Been sitting down there for a while. So the video's going on 10 minutes. Like I said, I'm putting this on the Honorable Councilor Keith Graves and the rest of the Democrats on the City County Council and the mayor, who knows about my election fraud complaints because he was a U.S. attorney at one time. What are y'all going to do about this? Because I deserve compensation, and several other candidates who ran deserve compensation, and the people of this city deserve a full explanation as to what happened, irregardless of what a federal judge does or says. you guys are responsible for explaining that. And so hit the share and like button down below. Please share my video. It's hard stuff, but hey, we had election fraud complaint here in Indianapolis before President Trump ever came forward about all this other election stuff. He didn't have any evidence. I got evidence. Just don't nobody want to look at it. FBI, state police, nobody want to look at my evidence. Indianapolis Star that got that Pulitzer for the dogs biting people. No, they don't want to go after real news. So thank you, friends. Thank you for watching.